We're battered! We are impacted! We're battered! We're ready to get up! We want to win! Light the fire of power and make us free! We never break down! We want to win! We are impacted! The best team!
Hello and welcome back to TNI-UK Impacted episode 151, coming to you live via the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I am your host, Bison, and today I'm hoping to be joined by the legendary man coming to us from the void, of course, the man simply known as the Joker. But he's not there, so I don't know where he is. But he was there because I was literally just talking to him. We got the show going, and now he's back. The Joker is back, and he's gone again. So I don't know what we're going to do here, boys, but it looks like it could be a one-man show. It could be over pretty soon. We're not going to have a lot to talk about if it's all me on my Todd. But listen, guys, I have had a beast of a week, so I'm looking forward to just forgetting everything and having a good old chat about Impact 1000 and what's going on in the world of Impact Wrestling. That's all I need to be worried about right now. And the Joker has finally made it in.
Don't know what the hell's happening in there.
You were in and out like a yo-yo, buddy.
Yeah, fucking hell. I thought you were
doing the
90s
hokey
thing.
pokey.
Oh, God. I remember bloody yo-yos. I hit myself in the fucking head with one.
At least you're here. At least you made it, buddy. At least you made it. It's all good. It's all good. Everyone was saying bonus babies like one man booth. What's going on?
Yeah.
But anyway, good to see bonus there. Barry's joining us as well.
Hello.
Twitch. Good to see you, bud. So, guys, listen. This is going to be like there's not been massive amount of news, so we're gonna throw. Obviously, we'll talk about a few bits and bobs that are in there, but most of it, in reality, is just basically what went down this past week on Impact Wrestling at Impact 1000 episode or part 1. What's this? Did the TNI-US team not do a show last week, or did I miss it somehow? No, they didn't.
The TNI-US team are going to do a big 2-hour special or something Thursday after tomorrow's Impact Wrestling. So they're going to do like a huge bumper up covering the whole 2 nights together.
They are. But we here on TNI-UK are going to cover Impact 1000 Part 1 during today's show. So, guys, listen, let's talk about what's been going on in the world of Impact at the moment. So we've got Joe Hendry's food fight this week, or I should say, what is
I believe in Joe Hendry.
It comes out literally Wednesday after this show airs. It's really weird. We sort of kind of like finish. We talk about the food fight from that week, and then all of a sudden they bring a new one out. But anyway, so this week's Joe Hendry's food fight was with the, of course, one half of the Bullet Club's ABC Chris Bay and former Impact tag team champions as well. I'd suggest if you haven't seen it, go and give it a watch. It's actually really good. It's quite funny. Chris Bay,
the ultimate finesser, your girl's favorite wrestler, Chris Bay.
Chris Bay. Yeah, that's who it is. That's who it is, baby. So he's on there. So go and check that out. It's pretty cool. We had Josh Alexander's retro review, of course, with George Iceman. They look at Mike Bailey versus Delirious from Victory Road 2022. Pretty good match, actually, that one. Not a bad match at all. That was, to be fair, I think I'd seen a few Delirious things previously, but because I wasn't necessarily a big Ring of Honor watcher, I did, I watched bits and bobs of it, but
Yeah.
not really seen him wrestle that many times. And he was all right, I have to say though, and nobody's mentioned this. Okay, so obviously Delirious is now joined the creative team and everything else backstage, right? He's part of the production, part of producers, and all that kind of stuff. Now, for me, and this is no diss on Jimmy Jacobs at all, because I like Jimmy Jacobs. I love the stuff that he come up with, but Impact was getting a bit stale.
Yeah.
Jimmy leaves, goes to AEW to do some producer role, whatever he's doing over there. Obviously, they're going to shit, quite frankly, at the moment. But other than that, Delirious comes in, takes on the job, and as far as I can say, we've not had a bad show since.
No, it's been incredible. We got Rhino's now officially on production as well. On his return, that was announced this week as well. So
he'll be taking a producer role, which means that he's going to be he'll obviously produce matches. So he'll be involved in the production of the match, putting the matches together with the talent.
Yeah, but the stuff Delirious has been putting together has been amazing. We've got MK Ultra from it. We got Courtney Rush back. We got she made an appearance at Knockouts Knockdown one time, but we got Courtney Rush and Jessica already tearing the tag team division up. We got MK Ultra.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
Definitely. So apparently Mir is debuting Negative Mir. I don't know what that space is. Is that a pun on the Meg or something? I don't know. Negative or negative?
Negative. I suppose something to do with that.
I don't know, but he's giving it a thumbs down. Whatever, he's giving it a thumbs down. Anyway, it's worth a watch. Go check it out. I love the way Josh breaks matches down, because he totally understands he totally understands storytelling within matches and stuff. So I thought it's pretty good. Definitely go and check it out. Hey Anna, nice to see you, sweetheart. Nice to see you. So we also found out last week on Impact 1000 Part 1 that Traci Brooks is set to join the Impact Hall of Fame. Now, this is fantastic news. Traci is the original Knockout, and by all accounts, the mother of the Knockouts. And I think this is fantastic. Obviously, the wife of Frankie Kazarian. And I love the way that it sort of kind of got introduced. It was almost like she didn't know. And I don't know whether she did know. I don't know whether she knew about this.
I think she didn't know, because she was really literally blown away. And when she first mentioned it online, all she could do was just saying, "I haven't stopped crying since I found out I was being chosen." That was like a couple of weeks prior to it even being announced on Impact Wrestling. It was so brilliant to see, and Frankie Kazarian's been so supportive of it all, and the whole roster's rallied around her. It's been amazing. I think.
Totally.
Congratulations to Traci Brooks. She more than deserves it.
100%, 110%. But Gary's giving her the congratulations there. Nice to see you, Gary. Thanks for joining us. And of course, Anna's in the house as well. Lovely to see our. I mean, let's face it, she's a TNI UK knockout, isn't she? When Boomer Bison's not in the house, we've got to. I think Anna and Courtney are our sort of kind of, our knockouts, aren't they? They are our resident knockouts.
Yeah,
Anna and Courtney, definitely. I don't know if there's any other ladies out there, because I noticed a couple of ladies were sharing us the other day. So, any other ladies out there watching the show right now? Leave us a little message, and it'd be nice to meet you guys, because it's not a sausage fest. It's not a sausage fest here. We're interested in the BAPs as well. Definitely. So definitely get involved, because all sausages. That's not an
appropriate question.
Don't they? All sausages need their BAPs. You're not going to get a banger otherwise. We need hot dogs or whatever. So it's all good. And look, Anna, Courtney and Anna are a tag team. They are. Well, you need to. I'll tell you what. By the end of the day, you need to come up with a tag name. You know what I mean? It could be CA or AC megas or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure you can come up with something better than that. But there you go. What's this? Alicia doesn't work or chat on Wednesdays. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means. AC Ultra, Gary C. Look, AC, Anna and Courtney Ultra. I'm down with it. That's pretty good. I think that was what I was trying to come up with. Like, I was trying to come up with like AC Mega rather than Ultra. Do you know what I was trying to? I don't know. I was just being a dick. But it's all good. Terrence is in the house. Like say, Mir's in the house. Gary's in the house. Everyone's in. There's loads of people in today, and the Gibsters joining us as well. I mean, the place.
They're all coming in.
The place is filling up, mate. The place is filling up. It's the place to be on a Wednesday. TNI UK impacted is the place to be. So it's good to see everybody coming in and getting involved. So, guys, this is the thing. We need to come up with a tag name for Anna and Courtney. We've got the front runner at the moment, AC Ultra. What else can we come up with? Let's have a think. Bonus boxes, actual ladies, no Bugs Bunny in a wig or lipstick. That only works for Elmer Fudd. I have no idea what does that even mean. What does that even mean? Anyway, it's all good.
Oh, have you not?
So
how can you not remember the classic Bugs Bunny? That's like one of the now most controversial things that they've ever done in cartoons is have Bugs Bunny dressed up as a woman.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, so we also had the release that the UK Invasion Tour Titanium package info was released, including afternoon tea with the Impact talents. What are your thoughts on that, Joe? Afternoon tea with Masha Slamovich. What do you think?
I'm just so gutted. I'm gutted. I can't afford it. It's too much for me to go for. I
have to admit, it's pricey.
I envy any fan that is able to go and spend that much time with the fans and the stars and that. I envy you so much.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just give me a second. Well, keep talking, Joe. Keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and bring up what's the entire package, all right? Because let's see if I can find it.
Oh God, he's got me bloody talking. What to talk about? Oh God.
Anything, Joe. Anything. Come on. Keep this thing going. Keep this thing going. You are now the man. You're the man. Well, I find what I'm looking for.
Man.
I want to go through this titanium package. I think it's impressive. Right, here we go. I found it. Okay, I found it. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the UK Invasion Tour Titanium package includes obviously a front row seat. We know that. We get pre-show afternoon tea with Impact stars. We get post-show commemorative ringside photo. We get limited edition autographed tour poster, exclusive meet and greets, personalized cameo-style video message from an Impact star, exclusive Zoom Q&A with Impact stars. I guess that's similar to sort of like a press party type thing. First fans admitted into the arena. And not only do we get all of that, but we also get a 10% discount off all arena merchandise. Now, if that's not worth every penny, if you could obviously afford it, that's not worth every penny, I tell you, I don't know what is, mate. I don't know what is, because I think that is seriously that is good value for money.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's just such a pain in the ass that I can't afford it. I had to.
Mate, I get it. I've not got it. I've not got it. Don't think that I'm saying I've got it, because I haven't. I can't afford it either. I see. What I could have done was I could have done titanium one night, right? So I could have just gone to one show. I wanted to go to more than one show, so I plumped to go for 2 nights front row. So I've got 2 nights of that front row. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. To be fair, as you know, I do know some of the stars, so I'm sure I'll get to interact a little bit and see some of the guys as well. So I don't think it'd be too much of a problem. But I gotta say, I mean, Paul Mathewson is saying it's too expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. But what other promotion, right, gives you that kind of interaction with the stars of the roster?
It's a hell of a lot more than AEW did when they went to London. That's for sure. A hell of a lot more.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. And no mirror, there's no crumpets. Although I don't know. I mean, it's just afternoon tea. It could be when you go for a proper afternoon tea. I mean, you're talking cucumber sandwiches, I suppose. You're talking scones, I suppose, with cream and jam. You're talking what, a Battenberg, maybe Battenberg cake. I don't know, other little nibbles. You know what? I've had an afternoon tea. I've done the whole afternoon tea many times, but yeah, that's normally what it is. Things like I'm pretty sure like cucumber sandwiches is definitely on there, definitely, because I love cucumber sandwiches, and Battenberg is definitely on there, and like scones and cream and jam is definitely on there. But I'm trying to think of what the other. But there's loads of like little patisserie stuff. So, but anyway, regardless of any of that, the big thing is, I mean, even though the scones and the cucumber sandwiches and all that is great, right? You get to do it with Impact's talents.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Having a chinwag with Masha, or sit down and talking, muscles, building muscles with
Jordan Grace.
I don't know, Jordan Grace.
Josh
And look,
Alexander.
I mean, what about that one? Afternoon tea with Crazy Steve, Black Taurus, and Delirious. Now that would be interesting, Barry. That would.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Throw me into the mix, and then everyone's going to be thinking, "What the fuck is going on with those four?"
Exactly. So you've got and here's a good one. Bonus is saying, does CM Punk riding the tube count as a fan meet and greet? I guess it does. But there you go. So Paul's saying that he would have bought one. He would have gone with it for Glasgow if there was any left. They did. They sold out real quick.
Yeah.
I think they were actually sold out before they even went on sale. Or maybe they're going to go. Maybe they're going to get released again. Because I seriously thought about buying the like once they released the afternoon tea and all that kind of stuff. I seriously thought about buying that for the Coventry show, right?
Yeah.
And so then selling my front row to somebody else.
Yeah.
But I haven't. I'm happy with front row. I get to interview these guys, don't I? So it's not, which is great. So I'm happy with that. But I think it's it's going to be crazy. I mean, Dead Punk, like Crazy Steve, literally being the Mad Hatter. I mean, he's the maddest Hatter ever. Definitely. But Anna's like, that would be great. It'd be amazing. But who knows? Maybe they'll sell some sort of ticket separate, like £100 or something to just do the afternoon tea bit or whatever, or £50 to do that or whatever. I don't know, but who knows? I think it's a great package. It is quite expensive, but like I said, what other promotion does anything similar to that? Anything like that? Do they go anywhere near that kind of fan interaction? I really don't think they do. So I think it's great. Tea with Jessica, that would be sick. Well, let's hope you wouldn't be sick, but yeah, it could be sick. But yeah, no, I think it sounds great. Josh, Steve would bring his own fork whilst gouging your eyes out to stick them in your scone. But anyway, Josh Alexander, here's a good one. Josh Alexander hits number 9 in the PWI 500, and the highest ever women's wrestler. And this is the thing, not the highest ever knockout, right?
Yeah.
Or the highest this year, but the highest ever women's wrestler is Impact Knockout Masha Slamovich ranked at 15. Even Trey Miguel could only manage 20. And you know what I mean? That's just a few I've mentioned. Obviously, there was others have made the 500 as well. But I didn't want to go through the entire 500. Which would be a bloody night. But congratulations to Josh. Congratulations on Masha and, of course, Trey for ranking in the top 20. Josh obviously hitting the top 10, which is fantastic. I would have had him above a couple of ones below him, to be honest. I would have probably had him ranked around about 5 or 6. But then, you know, what do I know? I'm just a mark. I'm just a mark, and I. So what do I know?
Yes, Alex Shelley will be saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, good afternoon to Kevin. Nice to see you there. Yes, bonus 15. That's pretty cool, man.
Sam, be careful.
And like Mir says, she's a 3-time Impact Knockout Championship loser. So she's not even won a championship, an Impact title yet.
Yeah.
So there you go. Pretty impressive stuff. So that said, hang on a second. Let me bring those comments all the way back so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, Josh should be ranked higher. Yeah,
I would have had him in the top 5. Easy. As we're coming to the UK,
even with the injury, he should have been in the top 5. You know,
I agree. Yeah. Number 1, I believe, was Seth Rollins. Number 2 was Roman Reigns, and number 3 was John Moxley. So there's your top 3.
Surprise.
Yeah. Seth Rollins was definitely number 1 though, and you're basically the Shield 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But there you go. So Impact hit Memphis this Friday and Saturday night. We got some TV tapings going on there. Some interesting matches have been announced for that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Obviously, that first one from that will be next Thursday. So looking forward to the Memphis tapings. I love the posters
that they've done for this.
Oh, mate, they're retro, aren't they? They're so fucking retro. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love some of the poster designs and stuff that they're doing at the moment. They're really good. I told you I was tired, Joe, didn't I? I said to you, I said I'm absolutely shattered today. Absolutely shattered. About a long day today, mate. Long day. But anyway, good to see that. Looking forward to that. Jody Threat. Now, this is an interesting one. Jody Threat defeats Kylan King on BTI this past Thursday. I was gobsmacked that they did that. I thought Kylan was going to go over Jody, but no. They put Jody over, or Kylan put Jody over, which I thought was fantastic. I am a big Jody fan. I'm not going to lie. I think she's pretty awesome.
But
I love the way she runs out in a million. Yeah, it was.
There's controversy there.
Oh, of course, there's controversy there, and of course that will make sure that the storyline continues. But it was good to see. It was good to see Jody win. I love the way she runs down to the ring at like a million miles an hour. Does the whole head shake thing. Oh, I love it. Yeah, really good. She's awesome. Got a lot of time for her. What we got going on in the chat? So how's Roman Reigns number 2? He wrestles less than Josh and was out for half a year. Yuya not getting fired since he's advertised to the Memphis tapings. Exactly. He was advertised for Memphis tapings. And when I saw that, I said, okay, well, obviously Yuya's not getting fired. So it's going to be interesting who it is. A lot of people are saying Crazy Steve, but we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah, it's a toss-up between Crazy Steve, Chris Bay, and Moose. And I'm thinking, oh, shit, they can't get rid of Moose and they can't get rid of Chris Bay. And I just I said to you guys after I saw the match, Johnny Swinger had one fucking job to do, and he didn't do it.
Yeah, I know. For fuck's sake, Swinger, get the fucking case. Oh, never mind. But he didn't. Anyway, we opened Impact 1000 with the knockouts after Scott D'Amore introduces Gail Kim. He talks about how great the knockouts division was. How great the knockouts division has been since day one, etc. The beautiful people arriving, giving Gail Kim some grief. We get the let the pigeons loose. That was cool, seeing the beautiful people arrive. And I'll tell you what, Angelina and Angelina Love, has not lost a step when it comes to her promos. So I thought she was great. And then
It was
Velvet
fantastic.
doing their little bit. She's not the best in the promo stuff, but she came in and did it, gave it a little bit as well, which was cool. But obviously, we then get Giselle Shaw. Savannah Evans obviously comes in, followed by Jay Bradell. Giselle clearly loves the beautiful people, but welcomes them back, but obviously says that she's the quintessential diva now and all that kind of stuff. When we then get Jordan Grace, she comes down to join the party. She, of course, mentions her pal, her bestie ODB. We get a mention for Tara and, of course, Traci Brooks. And that nobody likes the vapid bitches, etc. I thought all that was I thought that was funny. Nobody likes the vapid bitches. That was interesting stuff. We then get Deanna Purrazzo joins the party.
I am the fucking greatest.
There's mate, she fucking is. Paul Mathewson marked out there for the beautiful people. I think everyone marked out, and they are still hot. There is no doubt about that. They are definitely still hot. So anyway, that's enough of that.
You're
Trinity
a married man.
then. Yeah, exactly. Trinity glowing the place up, joining Gail and Jordan. We then get Awesome Kong and Saeed, whatever her name is. She cuts one of those usual promos, those famous promos she used to cut, where she's saying, who wants to be crushed by Kong and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was good to get the old retro, the retro promo there, which is good, because it doesn't matter who wins anything. It doesn't matter, because Kong's going to crush you regardless. So that was good. We then get Tasha Steelz joining the party. She made a surprise return. Interesting. She sort of kind of fist pumps with Deanna, which is interesting. And she obviously announced that she's joining Deanna and the Giselle Shaw's team, etc.
So
and then the infamous music hits. Hardcore country. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. Mickie James comes down, and she is clearly getting the over vibes. She's getting the over vibes, just like Trinity was. And she announces she's going to be the 5th member, of course, of Team Over, which I thought was very cool. So she's joining Team Over, and obviously this match is going to go down this Thursday on Impact 1000 Part 2. It's great to see Tasha back. Fantastic to see Mickie James back. Great to see the beautiful people, as well as Awesome Kong. I thought it was just, we know that Gail is obviously in the match as well. So I think this is going to be an amazing, amazing match this week. Really, really looking forward to it. So looking at the comments, we've got that cheerleader Melissa with Kong, or was that someone else? As Aisha? I don't know. I think it was the original one. But loads of people look like they were marking out over the beautiful people.
Oh yeah.
We're hoping she doesn't leave again. She's back now. I know we sort of kind of had a false back, but yeah, the opening with the knockout.
J-Bone's in the house. Hello, J-Bone.
It was good. It was fantastic.
That opening with the knockouts was chef's kiss all day.
Oh, mate, it was great. It was, fantastic, and I'm so glad. I mean, because obviously that went on for a little while. That's what sort of kind of extended the episode, I think. But it was fantastic. Now, Eric Young is reunited with America's Most Wanted backstage. Shark Boy, show yeah, makes an appearance, and Santino Marella makes him his deputy director of authority to help him lay down the law over the next 2 weeks. Give me a show, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Shark Boy said so. So, yeah, really cool. What's this? Smash's podcast watch along tomorrow would be good. That would be good. And Mickie James did come out looking a bit like a mermaid Gibster. You're right, she did. We got think about it that you have arguably 5 of the most influential ladies in all of wrestling, plus the current and future of women's wrestling, all in one match. You do
Definitely. That's
Yeah,
like
you
the
do.
whole point of this match, really. It's just so
And
this is Impact
and if
Wrestling.
you're sleeping,
is the place for where women's wrestling
if
was
you're sleeping on Impact
blown to
Wrestling,
the proportion.
it's time to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, definitely. But how cool was it to see Shark Boy?
It was amazing to see Shark Boy. You know, everyone loves a bit of Shark Boy.
We love it. He could turn it on anytime. He could turn it on anytime. So it's good to see him, and he's going to be laying down some laws. We find out later. We then get the return of Feast or Fired with Chris Bay, Moose, Yuya, and of course Crazy Steve winning the 4 cases. I thought this was a cool match because during this we also obviously saw the return of Rhino as well. I love the way he speared Macklin literally out of his boots.
Yeah.
And the case went absolutely flying.
I thought the case went into the crowd. I thought I thought the case that got Macklin through it had gone over towards where Will was, or something like that.
Mate.
It didn't land. That was brilliantly timed.
Brilliant.
You know, because Macklin
so
could have
good.
easily whacked someone on the head with.
So good. I really enjoyed it. But there you go. Simon's saying that he thinks we're going to get thrown a curveball over this tonight with a case swap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we may get a case swap or some shit going on. You never know. But there you go. So Feast or Fire. That was Bay, Moose, Yuya, Crazy Steve. Well, I think we know that Yuya's not getting fired because obviously he was then literally the following day advertised for the next set of tapings, which is interesting. But there you go. So it's not going to be him. So it's going to be between Chris Bay, Moose, and Crazy Steve. I think we can safely say that unless Moose is after some time off, and he's going to come back strong. I don't know. I'd be surprised if it's him. He's recently just signed a long-term deal.
Yeah, and they've just built this whole thing up with Moose and Myers now. Why cut it off right now when it's ready to explode?
Exactly. You've got Chris Bay, obviously, currently tag teaming with Ace Austin. They've got a great Bullet Club thing going on. I just don't see it. So the only one I think it could happen to is it's got to be Crazy Steve, and I'm gutted for Steve. And again though, maybe it's one of those take a bit of time off, really build this character and then come back and give it to us.
Oh, he's going to come back even more fucking mad than he is now.
I can't think any other reason for it because they literally just re-characterized him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But there you go. So there's that possibility. Maybe he'll get banished to the undead realm or something. I don't know. And then bring Rosemary back. Who knows? We then get the Desi Hit Squad with the return of Rohit Raju to face Team 3D, reuniting after 7 years. Arguably the most successful tag team of all time. Back together after 7 years. Of course, they're going to get the win. And of course, after the match, Team 3D powerbomb Rohit through a table. Because come on,
I love the Tom Hannafin saying, "Oh, no, somewhere out there, Dixie Carter's having nightmares." That made me laugh.
Yeah, all the way through the night, there was loads of funny quips coming in from them related stuff like that. There was loads of them, but that was a particularly good one. You're right, that was a good one. So this was pretty good. It was nice to see Rohit back, even though he got absolutely destroyed. But I was so pleased to see Rohit, and I've missed him. I missed him a lot. But thoughts on Jade Cargill leaving? I don't remember Jade Cargill being in Impact, so no, I got no thoughts on that at all.
She's
Joe, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I think she might be in the appearance of Knockouts Knockdown 1. I'm pretty sure she has made an appearance in Knockouts Knockdown or something like that in the past, but it's been very, very brief if she has come to Impact Wrestling. But
she may have done, mate, but I've got zero interest in her going to development.
Yeah.
I've got no interest in her going developmental, none at all. But anyway, let's hope. She's made the right decision. Obviously, we know that the ship is starting to sink a little bit now, so maybe they're coming out at the right time. Maybe Cody knew something. Yeah, he knew. Hindsight and all that. Again, yes, I hope the Mocha Skin Manimal stays around or sticks around for a little bit. That would be really good. Really good. Obviously, Jade Bone is very excited for Jade's future. We'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see. Jade, the only Jade that's my favorite knockout is got to be Mia Yim. Yes, baby. Mia Yim. Anyway, backstage, Josh Alexander confronts the Rascals after making a mess and then hits the ring. We get some lovely words about Impact's past and what it means to him and what it means to everybody else and all that kind of stuff. We do love the old sentimental stuff, don't we? But obviously we then get Shelley hitting the ring because obviously he's talking about the Impact World title. So Shelley has to get involved in all that. We then get a face-off between the two of them. But then Josh gets jumped by the Rascals. And while all that's going on, Shelley stands and looks on, enjoying it.
Yep.
Not getting involved, proper healing it up. So I think we're starting to see the real heel turn of Shelley now. I mean, he's always been, for me, he's always been a bit of a tweener anyway, but now he's going against the real face of the company. I guess he's got to go full heel now, hasn't he? So I think we're seeing the sort of real turn of that. Gibson, that's funny. It is strange seeing Buddy Ray being the more athletic one of 3D. Yeah, totally.
Some of the stuff Devon had to say after the match and everything online is really moving as well. If you guys haven't checked that out, then go and check out his Twitter feed now and what he's had to say about coming back to Impact Wrestling. I didn't know he had a stroke and things like that. I knew he had injury issues with his back and things like that, which took him out of wrestling for so long. But I didn't know he had a stroke as well.
Didn't he have a heart operation or something? I'm sure he's had like some major operations going on. Yeah.
It's even for him to get back in the ring that one time and do that was just meant a hell of a lot more to him than people will know. It's just so
exactly.
Nice
and of course, there's all the rumors going around. There was all the rumors going around before their appearance that they just signed like.
They've signed a Legends contract with WWE, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't make this appearance at Impact Wrestling. They're just that Bully Ray's still going to be Bully Ray and things like that. I don't see him go. They're not going to go into the ring in WWE anymore.
But the Legends deal I thought stopped them from doing other promotions, but I maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, with the Legends deal, I suppose they'd be going in as the Dudleys, and it would be Bubba Dudley and So I suppose it's sort of kind of slightly different. But again, Dead Punk's right. Devon did look pretty good, all things considered. And do we think Team 3D is set to make another title run? No. But I suppose you never know. Impact do like sticking titles on old fucks, so you never know. But he has been injured for some time, which is interesting. But anyway, backstage, Deputy Director of Authority Shark Boy informs Trey Miguel that due to his actions, he will go one-on-one with Josh Alexander this Thursday on AXSTV. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how that one goes. I'm pretty certain that Josh is going to kick the living snot out of Trey Miguel.
Yeah.
But it will be a good match because Trey's pretty damn good. So I think it's going to be a really, really good match. And,
It's been a while since we've seen these two square off 1-on-1 as well, so this is going to be really interesting.
Oh yeah, man, it's going to be really
incredible.
It'd be a good match. Obviously, the knockouts match is going to be the main event, but I think this one will be just before it. I have a funny feeling. But either way, it's going to be a banger. It really is going to be a banger. I looking forward to it. There you go. Gibster saying the same thing. Going to be a banger.
Yeah,
totally. Kenny King then demands a rematch for the digital media title after losing to Thomas Streamer, the young upstart Thomas Streamer. At Victory Road. Morella denies his request, but instead puts him in a match against Eric Young next week. So we're going to get, we're not going to get Tommy Dreamer versus Kenny King, K-I-N-G King. We're going to get Eric Young versus Kenny King. And again, I'm not going to lie, I'm quite excited about that one. I think that's going to be a really good match. So, yeah, we're getting some great matches being set up. I love the way they're doing the backstage.
Ultimate X as well this week as well, which is going to be really good.
I know. It's going to be nuts. There it is again, Joe. See, I told you. I said, as this show gets on, I'm going to get more knackered. I'm going to get knackered and knackered. But eventually, I'm going to be like this. Joe's going to be like, Bison, wake up, son. Wake up. But yeah, you never know. I think that's might happen. I'm absolutely shatterooned. But there we go. So it's going to be interesting. So yes, there was, wasn't there? Alex Shelley, Trey Miguel world title match. I have a funny feeling that that's the sort of match that's going to turn up on one of those main event Mondays or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe a digital media exclusive. But I would imagine it's going to be a main event Monday one. What we got here. So hang on. We get Diana versus Danny, Jordan versus Danny, and Diana versus Jordan versus Danny at Turning Point pay-per-view. Bison, who would you all like to see from the UK GB scene? Would you want to see wrestle Diana, Jordan, and Danny? Well, I've said it a million times on the socials. For me, Alex Windsor all day long.
Yeah. Alex
Lana
Windsor.
Austin would be a good one.
Ashley Vega. Someone I'd love to see as well.
Lana Austin would be a good one.
If you have her with Deanna Praza, there'd be a massive attitude spike between both of them. It'd be brilliant. They'd be trying to out.
I think Deanna Praza.
He's the biggest bitch out of both of them.
Yeah, I think Deanna Prazo versus Lana Austin would be a cracking match.
That would be brilliant.
Absolutely cracking match. But there's so many amazing talents over here. I try to think there's an Irish girl that's really good as well. We saw her at the Carnival show. The Irish girl. She was facing Chris Ridgway.
Christ, I forgot her name.
But she is awesome as well. Man, what's her name? That's really bugging me now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it'll come to me. But there's some incredible female talents here. Incredible female talents. So whoever goes in with them, it's going to be a fantastic match. It will be a fantastic match. So we'll see. And I'm pretty certain that we are going to get a couple of UK talents turn up at the Impact tapings. And I'm all for Alex Windsor. If that happens, I'm going to be all over it. And I don't care who she faces. I'm Alex Windsor all the way. Hail Windsor. I'll be going for that, I'll tell you. And I'm going to be all for Danny Luna as well. I think
Jetta and Diana Prazo would be a good one too.
Jetta. Oh my God. Yeah, she's good. Yes. Jordan Grace would be good against Jetta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Jordan Grace would probably dominate him most of them. Looking at how good,
powerful she is.
Yeah, looking at how good. I
tell you what,
now it's amazing.
Danny Luna versus Jordan Grace is going to be an absolute cracker when that's
going to be brilliant. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be something I'm looking forward to seeing, because even when she was in that match with Diana Prazo, Matthew Rayward and Tom Hanford were comparing her and Jordan Grace. Then, it was like almost dropping hints that it's probably going to happen, and I'm all for that.
I think it probably will. Yeah, I think it probably will. But yeah, like I said, Dead Punk, I do that shit all the time, mate. I'm always promoting my favorite UK talents. I'll tell you, I'm always tagging
I've
Scott and
tagged Scott
Gail.
Yelkin, Tommy Dreamer, and a lot of Ashley Vegas posts to try and get their attention. You know, because I want to see, I want to see Ashley Vega versus Mickie James if possible in Scotland.
Oh
yeah, no.
Mickie James versus Ashley Vega would be amazing. I'd love that. That would be like, her dream come true and all that. And again, the matches don't necessarily need to be at turning point. It doesn't necessarily have to be part of the TV tapings or anything like that. But they would be good matches, and I think people enjoy it. It's nice when you see talents like that, the American talents, taking on the UK based talents. People love it. Really love it. Now, mate, finally we get the Edwards, shall we say, Alicia and obviously Eddie versus Kaz and Traci Brooks. And of course, Kaz and Traci Brooks defeated the Edwards. After the match, it was then revealed by Frankie that Traci would be going into the Hall of Fame. Now, I don't want to talk about this match that much, to be honest, because it was all right. It was all right. And we've spoke about the fact that this was supposed to happen for ages, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like, this is where it was going. Come on, it's going to happen eventually. And it did. But I think that at the end of the day, it was an okay match. And I think it was more of a nostalgia match. We get Traci in the ring. She does her thing. Looking in her old school style, with the old bracers and all that. Loved it. She looked great. So, yeah, it was okay. Nothing to write home about, but it was good to see Traci back in the ring, wasn't it?
It was so good to see it. I just enjoyed the whole. I've enjoyed the whole story from start to finish, and for it to end this way, it ended the right way, and then Traci Brooks getting inducted into the Hall of Fame was just that sent chills down my spine. I can't think of anyone else who deserves it more.
Do I send chills down your spine, Joe, when I talk?
Oh, sometimes. Yeah. Yeah.
When I go, hell yeah, yeah, love and life. Anyway, we then get Lio Rush. Is confident that he will remain X Division champion in tonight's main event against Chris Sabin. So, Leo was supremely confident as always. Interestingly enough, obviously, I'll talk to it in a second anyway. So we get him supremely confident. Then, after becoming the new digital media champion and keeping his career alive, unfortunately, at Victory Road, Tommy Dreamer says he's going to defend the title against anyone, anywhere. And he certainly proved that by the following day, defending it in a cow shed or in a cow field with one or two people watching in the crowd. He was definitely going everywhere, and he's going to really get that one out there. So well done, Tommy Dreamer. And long may your reign last. Not. So, anyway, fingers crossed. Look, Paul Mathewson saying it's the first time in a while he's actually watched the episode twice.
Yeah.
And of course, like you say, Dead Punk is saying that he's okay with the match, sort of, just being okay. Not every single match has to be a 5-star classic.
To be fair, a 5-star classic, he says. To
be fair, most of the matches that Meltzer classes as 5-star matches don't tend to be 5-star classics. But
they've not got his favorite stars.
No, unless Omega's in there, he's not, or the young, or what does Jim Cornette call them? The Buckaroos. Unless they're in there, obviously they don't get 5 stars. We then obviously get what is an incredible match. Now, if this wasn't a 5-star match, I don't know what is. But we get an incredible match between Sabin and Rush, which I watched 3 times.
I love this match!
I thought this match was really, really good. I really did. There you go, Dead Punk. Like, he wrestled in front of only 5 people once. I empathise with Tommy there. But again, Gibster, he says he likes Leo Rush a lot. He's a good seller. He is. He's a really good seller. Like, you know, if you get hit, if someone hits him, he really does look like he's been battered. He's a good seller. But Sabin eventually gets the win and is now 10 times. Look at it. 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, if at the end of the day, you know, if he was Booker right now, he wouldn't be able to do this. He'd be like,
yeah, I love this match.
10.
This for me has been one of the best matches of the entire year. I'd put it as match of the year candidate. You know, the Leo Rush took him to hell and back, and Chris Sabin really sold a lot of Leo Rush's stuff, and Leo Rush sold a lot of his stuff. They just worked so well together in this match, and I really did expect Leo Rush to cash in and go on to Bound for Glory, but now I can see it being Chris Sabin versus Alex Shelley, and then possibly Josh Alexander for a triple threat match.
I think it could be. What's interesting though is that, and this I meant to say this earlier, but I was surprised that Leo lost, and I'll tell you. I mean, because I thought he's still on the roster page as well. I don't think he's gone.
Yeah.
But I think he's obviously got a tour of Japan booked in.
Yeah.
So he's obviously going over there to do that. So he had to drop the title because he's going to be away for a while. So, you know, I think it was like literally released the following day that he was going off to Japan. So it made sense. At the time, I was like, hang on a minute, what the hell? But I'm sure that Leo's going to come back, and we might even get a rematch, and Leo's going to win it back again or something like that. But, you know, there you go. But anyway, after the match, the locker room comes out.
Brought into the Bullet Club.
You never. Oh yeah, imagine. Yeah, Leo Rush in the Bullet Club. That's interesting. But after the match, the locker room come out to celebrate with Sabin. Obviously, as the show goes off air. I'm not going to lie.
It's always lovely to see that.
It was a fantastic show, top to bottom. It flowed beautifully. The matches were good all the way through. I was thoroughly entertained, and I'm going to go. You know, one of my favorite shows of the year. Fantastic show.
Yeah,
really was fantastic show. Really enjoyed it. But did I just see Front Row Bill? I did. There he is. Look, the lads talking hashtag Impact 1000. Oh yeah, we certainly are. And we want to know, what are your thoughts on the Shark Boy? Is it a show, yeah, or is it I could turn it on anytime, Pat? What is it? Come on, we need to know.
I say it's a show, yeah, from Shark Boy.
I say it's a show, yeah. So Dev Punk is saying he'd like to see Rush defend the X title belt against some New Japan talent. Yeah, no, I think that would have been really cool as well. But again, there's no reason why that can't happen in the future. Definitely no reason why that can't happen in the future. But guys, before we go on, there is something I need you to do, and I need you to hit that thumbs up button. I do. I need you to give that thumbs up button a smash, a tickle, or a squeeze. I don't care what you do with it, but you make sure you give it a tap. You make sure you hit that button. You give it some love. You do whatever you need to do, but make sure you do that. And of course, make sure you share the show. That's important as well. We need you to share the show all over the place. Tell people how amazing this show is, and you must like it, because most of you spend the entire time with us, so you must enjoy spending time with us, and we enjoy, or just as much as we enjoy, spending that time with you. And remember, I always say this show is it's not just about me, it's not about Joe or Steve or whoever's on, it's also about you guys getting your input and getting involved. It's really important that you guys get involved, because that's what we want. We want your interaction. We want to talk about the things that you want to talk about. We want to know your opinion, because at the end of the day, it's just our opinion. It's just Joe's opinion or Steve's opinion. Your opinion matters too. So, make sure you let us know all your thoughts, and it does make a big difference to us. And if you don't talk, if you're one of those people that don't say anything, they sit there watching and they don't say anything in the chat, come on, at least say hello. Let us know where
Yeah.
you are. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know that you've got a crush on the Bison. I don't know that you're in love with Joe. Whatever it is that you need to tell us, feel free to put it in the chat. We want to hear it. We want to hear it. Everything. Now, digital media exclusive match. I couldn't find one.
Bloody,
I don't think
bloody.
there is one.
It was no, there wasn't a digital media exclusive, but the main event Monday was PCO and Steve Macklin. That was fucking brilliant. It was a street fight. Literally about a week or so after their match at Emergence, I think it was, or telling No Surrender, where they had that Force Count Anywhere No Holds Barred match, and they were both a bloody mess by the end of it. And this was like a lighter version of that. It was so bloody good.
Yeah, and I agree with Dead Punk there. By the way, he's talking about subculture there, dropping the titles to the Rascals.
Yeah, but they're getting their rematch at Turning Point I think in November or in October.
Of course they are. Yeah, of course they are. End of October. Yeah, I'm there for it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great match. But again, they're not going to win because unless they've managed to sort out the visas, they can't come back, to US to sort of defend it. So, and I don't think there's any more tapings in Canada this year. I think everything.
They're keeping everything in the US now as the year comes to an end, and then next year they're going to start rolling out again.
So maybe, fingers crossed, the visa issues get sorted and we're going to see subculture properly. I think it's important. It's really important. I hope they do it. Let's keep those fingers crossed. Everybody, fingers, arms. You know what I mean? Eyes. You mean cross those eyes?
I'm already cross-eyed.
Cross our legs. Whatever it is we need to do, let's get it crossed, guys, because subculture are amazing and we want to see more of them. There you go. Yes, BTI match. There's already been mentioned. You're being very impatient, Mir. Very impatient, as always. The BTI match is MK Ultra versus the Death Dolls. It is for the Knockouts Tag Team titles. Which, there you go. I never expected that, but there you go. So MK Ultra versus the Death Dolls for the Knockouts title. I'm going to make sure I watch that one.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, I'm a huge fan of every single wrestler in that match. I don't know who I'm going to pull for, but I'm sure it's going to be MK Ultra because I just love them. I think they're an amazing team. They need to carry it for a while. Especially Masha. I mean, Killer Kelly and Masha, mate. Come on, what more do you need? Woo! Anyway, we then head into Impact 1000 episode 2. And we don't know what order any of this is going to be in, but we're going to get Eric Young versus Kenny King. We talked about that earlier. So Kenny King is going to be great. We need to get it off. We need to get that as a soundbite. You've got Jake something finally is going to get his hands on the Dirty Dango.
So looking forward to this.
I think Jake's going to batter him. He's going to literally batter him through the ring and
send him into the void.
It's going to be awesome. Or will Alpha Bravo get involved?
Oh, if he does, he's going to go into the void. So one way or another, someone's getting down into the void, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, and everyone needs to be voided. Basically, they do. We're also going to get the results from Feast or Fired. So we're going to find out who's going to get feasting and who's going to be fired. Like you said, I think we're going to look at. This is what I think. Right. This is what I think. I think Moose is going to get tag title shot.
Yeah.
I think Bay is going to get a world title shot. Crazy Steve's going to be fired. And I don't know what the other one is. What's the other one? Digital media?
Yeah, the X Division.
Oh, is it? X Division. Yeah. So, So Yuya's going to
No,
get
it's not.
X Division
It
title.
is the digital media. Sorry, because the X Division the Ultimate X is the #1 contendership for the X Division title.
That's right.
So,
there you go. There you go.
yes. So it'll be Yuya Yoramura versus Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, there you go. So they are going to turn up in December. So they're going to the tapings at Santino School. That's interesting. So we could see them before the end of the year.
That'll be nice.
Interesting. We've also then got Josh Alexander versus Trey Miguel, which of course was set up last week. And then we've got the greatest fight in Knockouts history. We've got Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, Trinity, Jordan Grace, and Mickie James taking on the team of Deanna Purrazzo, Tasha Steelz, Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, and Angelina Love. Man, that's going to be a fight.
That's going to be amazing.
That is going to be a match. That is going to be an incredible match. And it's definitely the main event. There's no doubt that's going to be the main event of the night. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for that. Honestly, I can't wait for it. Obviously, there was a little bit of a spoiler. Well, not a spoiler as such, but obviously we heard that Gail got a little bit of a mild concussion or something, didn't she, from this match? So we know where that happened. But either way, I think this is going to be an absolute cracker, mate. This is going to be a cracker. I can't wait. I can't wait. Honestly, I might be tired. I might be tired, as I've just proven. However, tomorrow night, 1 a.m. or 1:30 a.m., I'm going to be watching every fucking second of this show. It's going to be a great show. Impact Wrestling 1000 Part 2. It's going to be fantastic. And I am there for every single second of it. What about you?
I'll be catching up Friday or Saturday. As usual, I usually catch up Friday, Saturday, Sunday at latest, and then watch it again Monday.
Out of the UK people that's in the chat or watching live right now, how many of you guys stay up till at 1 o'clock or 1:30 in the morning to watch Impact Wrestling? I'd love to know. I really, I'd love to know. Because I know there is a few. There's definitely a few. Yeah. Because obviously when I'm up and people are posting on the Twitter and in group chats and all sorts of stuff. I'd be interested to know how many people stay up. But there you go. Velvet Sky Dead Punk. She's fully retired now. I think she had a few injuries, didn't she, in her lower back and stuff. So I don't think she can at all.
She's not really cleared to wrestle, which is a shame.
Exactly. Yeah. And Barry's saying that's the innovation of only Impact gives you 2 1,000th episodes.
Yeah. Damn right.
That's true. And there you go. Simon Plum, always watch it on YouTube Thursday nights. There you go. So exactly same as me, Simon. I'm up. I'm ready. So it's not Thursday night, mate. It's Friday morning. Fair enough, Paul. That's fair enough. Obviously, if you've got a 5 a.m. alarm, you need to get your sleep, bud. I get that totally. But guys, that's just about all we've got time for this week. But don't forget to tune in to the TNI Impact Review show tomorrow night. I believe it's a special, extra long, taking in both nights, as they didn't have a show last week, but they're gonna give you a good rundown on both nights, so that you go and check that out. And of course, that will be on once Impact is aired on AXSTV. I'm assuming they're going to go live fairly soon, because obviously they don't want to stay up to stupid o'clock in the morning, like unfortunately we have to, but there you go. But of course, once it's aired on AXSTV, Fight Network in Canada, Impact Plus, YouTube Inside, and of course DAZN, make sure you go and check out the TNI Impact Review. Please don't forget to head over to the TNI Patreon for exclusive extra content when you sign up, and of course join the Discord, where we pretty much talk about everything Impact and wrestling, or wrestling related. We do movies, we do other sports, even other wrestling promotions. But don't get too excited. All TNI shows are available to all you listen on the go fans as audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your favorite shows. We are there. Where can we find you on the socials, brother?
You can find me on Twitter or X or whatever the hell they're calling themselves now at JK Empty Space. You can look for hashtag Empty Space, hashtag The Void, or if you fancy the Secret Space and your sense of humor, hashtag Daily Giggle on Facebook or Twitter. But approach it with an open mind, and you just might keep your sanity.
Okay. And if you want to find out more on the Bison, go and check me out on the Twitter sphere or on the X. At Lord Bison 45. I pretty much talk about all of my wrestling on X. So go and make sure you check that at Lord Bison 45. Please take the time to help us out by moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up, like we talked about earlier. If you're new to us and you like what you see and hear, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give that bell a little tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash to never miss any of the TNI UK and US teams' great Impact related content each and every week. So guys, pretty much with all that said, I've been Bison, and of course he's been the Joker, joining us from the void. And this has been episode 151 of Impacted. Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
We're Bison!
He done it again, Joe. Done it
No, wait, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're Bison! We are Impacted!
Joe, what are you doing? Every week, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
We're Bison! We are Impacted! We're Bison! We're ready to get up! We want to win! Light the fire of power that make us free! We never break down! We want to win! We are Impacted! The best team!
Joe, we're still live.